Welcome back to day 2 of Low Ink here in August. I am joined by Nito. I'm Coronavirus, and we are going to be your commentators today. How you doing, Nito?
I want to know, Corona, who's your favorite Herald?
That is a great question. Could you explain to me, I meant our viewers, because I totally know what that means, what a herald is?
So, Herald is usually a person. It's like a name for a person. I'm looking at both of these teams and their rosters, and I'm already going to tell you right now that the second player from the top on Manta Fanclub is definitely a Herald.
I'm going to be honest, yeah, I'm not going to be able to say that.
This Herald's probably going to be it's my go-to name now, I think, starting from now. But
okay,
looking at both of these teams, I think we're in for a pretty coincidental low ink or alpha bracket, because what's happening here is we're starting off, of course, with the first round of alpha bracket. Manta Boat is, I believe, the 5th seed, and then Chocolate Therapy.
Both good teams.
Yeah, they are both good teams. Okay, so Manta Boat Fanclub is 8th. Chocolate Therapy is 9th on the alpha bracket seeding. In their groups, Manta Boat Fanclub was 5th, Chocolate Therapy was 6th. So I think it's going to be pretty even. And for once, I'm looking at a match that's going to end fairly close here. Starting out in round 1, which is going to be Splat Zones on Museum.
Indeed, and we got very different comps here. One side opting for Chocolate Theory, opting for that double bucket there, while 10's on the other side here. Very interesting.
Yeah, 10 is, I'm starting to see more 10, and that's because with the new buffs, I mean, 10 Umbrella just takes so much to shred, so why not pull out a 10 Umbrella? Why not get some more defensive prowess on your team? It's not working out too well for them at the start because they do lose a few players in a little skirmish at the zone, but they still maintain some neutral game here, still holding on to whatever they can of the zone until Vex there with the Slosher going for a few picks, 2 players down already, but it's still anybody's zone here.
Yeah, indeed, and I saw that here they had 2 down, but this zone is not flipping at all. Jake trying to get something done here, but look at this teamwork here. Next kind of in a sticky situation here, but unfortunately gets taken down here, and we got a pushback here, the first push of the day, basically.
It's the first push of the day. It's going to be interesting to see how far it goes because, like you said, no team has been able to get a solid control of the zone until now with the push from Manta Boat Fanclub as we see them going down to 40 remaining. It's going to be a very quick drop of the points here, very different from what we saw earlier, but with Chocolate Therapy getting a few more picks on the board, getting some specials on the board, didn't they get the control of the zone back? They do not. They only have 2 players up, so they have about 20 ticks remaining before they can make another push. And it's going to start with this little 1v1 here next to Jake. Looking for a pick. It's going to be close, but it's going to be Manta Boat Fanclub holding on to this zone. Baby.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh. Close, though.
Close indeed. I mean, I liked what we saw from both teams here, but I believe it was it Chocolate Theory, right? That was our yellow team here. I really liked what I saw from them, but I think like the specials were coming out a little delayed. They wouldn't push up when they had to. They had 2 down, I think, at least twice at one point. And if they were just to push up at least a little bit, be a little bit more aggressive, I assume they could at least get the zone and potentially have their own kind of push there. But even though that match was pretty quick on the stopwatch here, I really think our next match is still going to be very close, and we could see a great comeback here from Chocolate Therapy. I keep saying theory, it's therapy. I got
it's
it.
Therapy. Got it.
It's therapy.
And I also got some information that the Herald on the side of Manta Boat Fanclub is actually Agent. So you're now Agent Herald.
It's Agent 8. I get it. I get it now.
Agent Herald. Agent. Okay, so
well,
that's
an
a
8,
different
so it's
story.
Agent. I'm gonna say Agent 8 because that's cool.
Okay.
Even though it's probably part of Agent.
You're probably right. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Do you know? the only thing I'm thinking about here is that first match, I like to think of it as a way to ease into the stream. I mean, it was a little slow, admittedly, and honestly, there is nothing too surprising there. I mean, this was Mana Boat Fan Club holding on fairly well here. Any comeback that or any push that Chocolate Therapy tried to get in was quickly shut down, keeping them staggered. Manta Boat Fan Club doing a very good job of keeping them staggered. So Chocolate Therapy just didn't have enough numbers to make a comeback, but we'll see what both of these teams bring out in game 2, which is currently looking to be Rainmaker on Undertow Spillway.
Yeah, indeed, and I think that if they keep that 10 here, I don't believe they did any substitutions, though I think both teams have enough to do so, but nonetheless, if they keep that 10, you know, that's just a great push machine there, and again, like you said, Nito, you know, ever since they just made tent not garbage, you know, net code and all that stuff, it's been a lot more dangerous. And hey, the user might just be the best, but we'll have to see here on Undertow.
Undertow Spillway. Now this is going to be a map where I believe both teams are going to be bringing out the fastest, the best capabilities out of one another. This is a map where you have to look at pushing fast, especially on a mode like Rainmaker, where you have to go fast in order to take advantage of any advantages your team might get. And as we look at both of these comps, there's a lot of popping power for both teams. I think Mana Boat Fan Club might have them beat with the choices here. 2 shooters and of course the headed on their side, but Chocolate Therapy opting to keep most of the same here.
Yeah, I kind of saw there that Mana Boat actually opted to just kind of let them, Chocolate Therapy, have that pop there, which is a strategy you can do. You know, great kill there over by the tent on our left side, but Crab is now popped. Here we go. A Mana Boat's trying to get something here. I think they just gotta move up here, and they could get some good possibilities, but now it's 2 down on both sides. But where's the Rainmaker going? Are they gonna get it here? Nuka's trying to let it go, but nicely done by that machine there. Ain't no way, they're saying, and no checkpoint there.
That was crazy. All right, that is some next level movement there from the player on the side of Mana Boat Fan Club, keeping that Rainmaker alive, especially just almost gets it to the pedestal too. I believe that was Siri on the headed that was credited with that earlier Rainmaker push. But so far so good for Mana Boat Fan Club, who have kept themselves up near that first pedestal. They don't quite clear it, but so far, Chocolate Therapy is starting to get the ball rolling with their team. Luckily, they're taking these 2v1s that's going to help with that 10 umbrella because as we all know, that 10 umbrella is going to be a pain to deal with, especially for Chocolate Therapy here.
Yeah, for sure, but we got this Crab out. I feel like they just got to move up a little bit here, and they grab Rainmaker and get a nice pick, but 2 down. That person on the side there, I believe that shot actually just delayed this whole push, and now all of Chocolate Therapy is up in Manta Boat's kind of space here, and now they're going to have their own kind of push and potentially, hopefully, for them, get that first checkpoint.
And we're still looking for a few more picks. Chocolate Therapy as next tries to go to the side. This is a position they're taking a lot throughout this match. I noticed it earlier, and Mana Boat Fan Club was actually able to punish it earlier, but not this time. Already 2 players down for Mana Boat Fan Club. Sorry, Chocolate Therapy making their way up. Can they clear this pedestal? Something Mana Boat Fan Club struggled with earlier. Yes, they do. That's the first checkpoint for them. That push is going to be shut down for a bit as both teams get players back up and running. But so far, it is Chocolate Therapy with the response.
Indeed, and they're kind of stuck in this corner here. Look, there's 2 kind of stuck in this corner, trying to get something done, but that Zuka is going to call them out, and it's just like a bloodbath here for Chocolate Therapy here. Well, they're going to get some in the middle, and 2 down for each side. Actually, it's not looking good for Mana Boat anymore, as all of a sudden picks are going on the side of Chocolate Therapy, but they do still have the Rainmaker here, and there's just a lot of picks on both sides.
Next, gonna jump out. Big move there. That was a 3v1. They're ready to face if they stayed a little longer, but it's gonna be Mana Boat Fan Club with the Rainmaker now. Gonna try to find a way in, but Chocolate Therapy is making it very tough here. They're already anticipating something coming from Mana Boat Fan Club. Look at the way they're positioned. They're all positioned near that right pedestal. If we can somehow, if Mana Boat Fan Club can somehow get towards that left side, might make things a little easier. Or to get enough picks like that, there's only one person there to defend for that first checkpoint. They don't get the lead here, but they at least get past this first pedestal. That'll get them closer, and if Seer can get the pop here, possibly push it a little further, and a few more picks to complement that, that's going to give them the lead.
That will give them a lead, but I just don't understand, especially with the latest patches. Nice kill there by the Rainmaker Pop. Why they go right here, but they do get 35. The 10 is going to complement it, though. That's why they're going right. And that's the game here. Manta Boat Fan Club. I mixed it up here, but they got the win here, 2-0 in our alpha bracket here. Congratulations on that win. That was a heck of a play by that Tentabella and the whole team there. Nita, you got anything to comment on that victory?
I mean, that was, I don't know. I was looking at that from until now, from the beginning of the match to about 30 seconds ago. This was a very different matchup we're looking at. Now both teams were close. Both teams were keeping it tight with each other, and honestly, I was expecting Chocolate Therapy to go a little further here, but this is where things start to fall apart here. It's this replay here and the clip you're being shown. That's where things start to fall apart for Chocolate Therapy, a team that actually did fairly well throughout the rest of this matchup. Mana Boat Fan Club gets the picks they need. Everything just falls into place, and then from there, Chocolate Therapy is long gone. Mana Boat Fan Club just has everything they need to go for that push. That was a delayed wipe, by the way, during that last push. So, I mean, best of 3. That means Mana Boat Fan Club walks into round 2. Chocolate Therapy will be meeting the loser of the match right above them, actually.
Indeed. So nobody is out just yet, but it was a pretty dominant performance there by Mana Boat Fan Club. But hey, nobody's out yet, and I believe we will potentially take a quick break here. Is that right, Nito?
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of action to be waiting for here. Is like I said, the match right above them is CPS versus Teletubbies Dorito, which is a very long name